Hey Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what's coming towards you when you see this video. So only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you would like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Leos and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hello in the comments section or leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. And that basically just gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. It's only love and light in this space, only positivity gets in. I seal that with my intention. We're gonna get one more oracle card and then we'll start our tarot reading. This is the mudra deck. You guys are familiar with it, a lot of my regulars. It comes with a hand gesture that you can do on your end to empower the message. And this is tolerance, be generous. Very interesting. This is how you do it. You put your pinky and your thumb together and you stick out these two fingers and you let your ring finger kind of come up halfway. It says this: without expectations, I am free. This is the liquid mudra. It helps in cases of edema, accumulation of fluids in the body, and burning sensation in the eyes. Yes, there is a physical correlation to these cards too. Each one has one. Kidney and bladder complaints can be eased as well. In acute cases, you can maintain this mudra as long as needed. In chronic cases, practice it 4 times daily. But it goes on the spiritual and emotional aspect it talks about. When we are faint-hearted, downcast, or make exaggerated demands on ourselves, Leo, or others, the result always brings suffering, trouble, and strife. It's time to put an end to that. Imagine that you are near a majestic waterfall which produces a wonderful rainbow. You freely relinquish all despondency, all expectations, and all the superfluous fluid in your body to the waterfall. Yes, you can make as many jokes about peeing as you'd like. The colorful rainbow expresses all of your newfound generosity, sense of lightness and freedom. Man, it is so true. When we let go of our expectations, we are free. Your next card is embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. Liquid mudra, tolerance, be generous, embrace the power of dance and movement. So it's all about flexibility, about flow, about going with things, going with the flow, about accepting. Let's see what tarot has to say. So you guys, I gotta tell you, there's this button called the hype button. Little small channels like myself, we get this cool opportunity, YouTube just rolled it out, to be seen and heard on a larger platform because YouTube is so big and competitive. So if you feel generous and if you feel so inclined, please hit that. Ooh, I love this first card that came out for you. Hit that hype button and tell the algorithm that more people should see this video. It's my hope and my dream to get to 50,000 subscribers by Christmas and grow this family. Everybody is so loving to each other. It's so great to read the comments. I love responding to the comments. Love praying for you guys. It's all about, it lifts us up to lift you up. Wow, you got some pretty major cards. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the 9 of Swords. Don't you worry, Leo. So we start with the healing card, the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is a sense of recovery. It's like leaving choppy waters. If you felt like you've gone through a rough patch or some chaos, this is finally getting out of that and smooth sailing. Oftentimes not by yourself either. That's why there's more than one person in the boat. Everything's symbolic in tarot. This means that it's with the help and the care and the support of others. They're reaching the other side. This is going to be an interesting one to unpack. So I can only give you the vague energy right now, but then we'll unpack it with more cards. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's talking about something that had stopped progress or had grown stagnant, and there's a reason. So that's very karmic. Like the time is very divine with that. It's for a reason. There's a transformation. Temperance card rules over things that we need to balance in. So that's transformation could happen when things become balanced or healthy again. So this can rule over the material plane. What I mean by that is, are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking too much? Do you need to stop drinking so much alcohol or get more sleep or work more or work less? So it's talking about the material plane getting rebalanced. And this is change, major change. But you start by asking yourself, what may be out of balance in my life right now that I can control? And the change that occurs ripples out to be something much larger than, just your immune system, just your health, just your physical self. I'm getting too worried with that. I'm annoying myself. I got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is somebody in your life, could be you or somebody else. This is somebody who hands it to you real. They're real talk. They can be a little sharp with the words sometimes, but they're all about truth and about communication. Could be just an air sign, it could be just a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And then we got the Moon card. This is Piscean ruled, and it's all about the subconscious. It talks about fears, the hidden. And so, of course, naturally, whenever I see the Moon, I want to know what it's hiding or what these fears are about, but it's important. Okay, so let's talk about all of these. One card for the two cards, of course. Whenever I say one card, tarot always makes a fool of me and gives me more. Okay, the Wheel in reverse. Oh, tell me more about that. Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. If you're wondering why things came to a stop or grew stagnant, like things weren't moving forward with something for a while, it's because timing was playing a role. And you're going to be much happier than had the wheel kept on turning and you were going along as usual. There was something, a setback or a stop or slow energy around something. And that's for a good reason. It's the Moon card. Okay. I'm always tempted to skip ahead. You've got a lot of really interesting stuff coming on. But we start with healing. We start with that Six of Swords, leaving choppy waters, chaos, the unpredictable, maybe some pain or disappointment. And we're going into softer waters. And there's a sense that if you endured, if you stuck by something here, then it would work out. Things would turn around in a way that would open up your mind and possibilities and make you feel enthusiastic again and excited. And that is indeed happening. So this is Nine of Wands next to the Page of Wands. That combination is like, don't give up. You might be busted, you might be bruised, you might be worse for wear, but don't give up. Stick by your guns, keep on going forward. And it gives way to an enthusiasm, a playfulness, an excitedness again. This is a sense that a weight has been lifted. Page of Wands. And I will tell you these cards just in case any of you guys are tarot geeks like myself. You like to look them up, you like to study them. So regarding that setback I was talking about, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? Like, why would this happen? This might have been just slow energy or something that just like jammed up the works. There was something more to be revealed here. The Seven of Swords talks about deceptions. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be an evil deception, somebody stole your car type of thing. This is like the wool was pulled over one's eyes. But for whatever reason, it's turning into the Nine of Cups. Usually timing plays a role here. It's like things couldn't move forward until everything came to light. What is this deception card? I need to get a new deck of cards because I feel that it's too big for our liking. 3 came out again. Justice card, Ace of Pentacles, 4 Pentacles. This has to do with money, I think, and things becoming balanced. So Ace of Pentacles is money coming through. 4 of Pentacles could have been somebody's saving and feeling a sense of scarcity or being kind of a Scrooge with it. So this is the Justice card is coming out here to rebalance things. You're going to be very happy. I feel like this is getting either the price or the money you want on something, getting somebody to loosen their hold on money somehow. It's such a strong feeling, but I'm smiling because I'm thinking of all the scenarios that this could fit. Either way, the Justice card comes out when the right thing is being done, right? It's just, it's fair, it's balanced. So this is information that comes to light or a turnaround that makes you very happy, Leo. You can see this combination oftentimes in life events where you're asking for a raise and you're just like, you are at a standstill and negotiations and they give way and they finally like, okay, you can have what you're asking, the price you're asking for. That's the feeling it has, you know. But I know that you guys are all going through different things, but it's going to make you very happy. That's a wonderful message to be able to deliver to you. So here we have our transformation card, our Temperance, ruled by Sagittarius. I need more information, bear with me. What is this Page of Swords about? More information needs to come through here. Moon card. I feel like you might not be... Bear with me. Okay, so some of you guys are allowing somebody else to hold you hostage a little bit, in the sense that you feel that you can't have like balance in your life or make a change in your life without the it's not the right word, but participation of somebody else. The cooperation is the word. It's like you're waiting for, and you're allowing somebody to hold you hostage. And this could be somebody who has something important to you. Like it could be that it's not necessarily a person, but it could even be an entity. And maybe it's carrying money, maybe it's carrying stability, it's carrying an offer you need to wait for, right? So this transformation, it can happen, you feel, once you get information, when you get clarity. Until then, you might feel beholden to the situation, you might feel stuck. But what this is costing you is it's detaching you from your intuition. High Priestess in reverse. You're giving somebody too much power here, and we all do it, Leo. Like we all do it, and sometimes we just need to be reminded. So pay attention to yourself when you hear me in this video tell you that. Do you become defensive? Are you like, I do? Are you like, nah, I don't know who you could be talking about? You know, throw it out the window if it doesn't resonate. This just might be a small message for one or two of you. But pay attention to who you're giving power to. And it's specifically around getting news, clarity. It feels, you got the Moon card there. And it's important not to jump to conclusions and make yourself more stuck. And the conclusions one would jump to in this situation would be, of course, to their fears. Like, maybe I don't deserve this beginning, or maybe they think I'm not this, or maybe I'm not going to get the money, or whatever. That is a way that it's important to acknowledge that those are your words. That's your dialogue. This does look like it's coming forward, but it's slow. And in the meantime, you could come up with a million theories. Don't do that to yourself, Leo. So there is progress here. There's transformation. This is Ten of Pentacles. King of Swords. Again, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, truth, information. This is very logical. You know, Queen of Swords and King of Swords, they can be advisors, lawyers, surgeons. They are people who don't mess around with a world of emotion. They're like talking about strategy and logistics. And this is all connecting to the big picture. 10 of Pentacles, inheritance, land, property. This is how we grow our wealth way into the future. And you have 2 individuals around you, and maybe you are one of these people, I don't know, but King and Queen of Swords are not messing around. They're going to hand it to you straight. And I feel that in one sense, you're on this journey and trying to listen to your intuition. And you might even feel, Leo, that you've got these people with their opinions and their advice, but inside, only you can guide yourself. And you might feel like you're a little bit in the dark, so you're trying to reach into that inner wisdom. You're trying to listen to that voice, that third eye, or that intuition with the Hermit card. And it's about the big picture stuff, the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm going to ask on your behalf, what is the relationship to the Queen of Swords for Leo? What is the relationship to the King of Swords for Leo? Okay. Sorry, my nose is itching. I feel like one of these energies is very bossy. And it could be that it's attached to the Devil's Cycle. Devil's Cycle is a pattern or a habit, a codependency. It's the illusion that you are chained to something over and over and over, cycle here with this energy. And it's demonstrative a little bit. This Queen of Swords is opinionated and bossy with the Emperor card. They could be abusing their authority. Well, only we can give these people authority. So it seems like this individual might just be real sharp with their tongue and opinions, and you might feel stuck, like chained to them and their opinions. This might be a pattern. King of Swords. The King of Swords is an advisor, somebody with advice, of course, and opinions. They're very all about truth, fact. They're not as they're personally tied differently to your situation. They're attached to the Queen of Cups. So there's heart and care and compassion here. There is, but it's almost like they can compartmentalize the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This is either somehow another individual between you two, maybe a kid or a parent, a shared relative, or a shared friend. Or this is that this person can compartmentalize. They can turn on the logical side of them, and they also have a lot of compassion and a lot of feeling that they can compartmentalize away. There's heartbreak here, the Three of Swords. There's Page of Swords, which is trying to be open-minded with a magician, trying to find solutions, make things manifest. Very interesting energies you got around. But let's get to the point over here, okay? So I know this reading is getting long, but I want it to be as helpful as possible. We have the Moon energy, and that is that around the corner you might be scared. There's a fight. There's a fight. You might be scared that it might go into a court system, or might have to be worked out with lawyers, or this is the Justice card again, a fair balance between things. But this is again that Devil card. It comes out with the illusion that you're stuck, chained to a pattern, chained to somebody, chained to an addiction or something, a codependency here. And why it's the Moon started all of this. It's all hidden in the dark. It might be living in your fears, your subconscious. It might not have arrived yet. It might not have arisen, but there's a fear that this is going to start a fight. Well, I've got something to tell you. So Justice card comes out when things become fair and balanced again, right? So this will work out if this surfaces, which it looks like it might. It needed to. This is like digging out a cavity. You know, I know that's a terrible analogy, I'm sorry, but because things are going to become fair again. This is balanced. And we started with this. This is smooth sailing. This is healing, right? And feeling enthusiasm and excited about the future again. Well, it looks like you might have to, some of you guys have already been through this. It might have to get harder before it gets easier, but it's because you're getting unchained from this illusion that you're stuck with this energy. And I think it might be that Queen of Swords, opinions, but this is reciprocity and kindness and generosity. It's also winning in court. If you go to court, things being fair. Both of these cards, guess what? In their hands, they have a scale, both of them, and that scale is balanced. You know, so this means that you do okay. Things would be balanced and fair financially, if there's contracts or there's legal situation involved. And that's an epic reading. Remember your very first cards. Embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. Why? That's a metaphor for flow, for fluidity. It's like stand back from the results. I loved how this, without expectations, I am free. The liquid mudra. A sense of lightness of being when you let go. Pinky to the thumb and the ring finger halfway up. All right, you guys, I'm sending you off with love and light. I hope that was helpful. Take good care. Bye-bye.